Well, it's dirty and it's brown, it's a little undown, like I just got it out of and lost and found. Trying to test it, germ infested, stained by food, partially digested. Nobody can say what you find between the dirty couch gushers that have never been cleaned. Missing keys or American cheese, try not to say it where the kiss will conceive. Pleasure to meet ya, we're happy to see ya. In the nasty Futon.
So I love radio, by the way. I'm really inspired by radio myself. I got the voice.
Hey, you do.
Thank you.
You have a Andre the Giant voice.
Yes, I do. or I got the Barney from the Simpsons.
Now hold on a second. I didn't say Chewbacca voice. I said Andre the Giant. That's
right.
A little bit different. So
Yeah, it's very different.
all right. So who am I speaking with?
My name is Clint Graham. I am the guitarist for the Wasteways.
So you are the guitarist for the Wasteways, and this is a rare episode for the Dusty Futon, and not just because Tyler's not here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hand his mic over. We should burn a picture of him. Yeah. Like where the hell is Tyler? We should start a web trend. Where in San Diego is Tyler?
Where's Tyler?
But anyway, so we have a full band with us, a full accompaniment of 4 gentlemen who are the Wasteways. Gentlemen, I use very loosely, by the way. But this is the band. So we're talking with Clint Graham. And
I'm the guitarist for the Wasteways. And I've been in the music scene since the 90s. I mean, I've been in bands like John Cougar Concentration Camp.
Is that a cover or tribute band?
No, not at all. It was just a spoof on John Cougar Mellencamp. We only did a couple of John Cougar Mellencamp covers, which was like White Fences and Hurt So Good. But other than that, we were an original punk band.
Wow. So how is it a spoof then?
I mean, on the name, it was John Cougar. We just thought it would be kind of cool. It was either that or the other name choice was Tory Anus, which is, if you look out there and look online, some of the best punk rock names in pretty much the world. John Cougar Concentration Camp is on that list.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's good. We got to look that up. Maybe post that factoid on the Dusty
Definitely.
Futon.
It is.
Right
It is. I ain't lying. I'm telling facts today.
Are you saying Clint
girls.
is right below a scrotum pole?
Right.
He has Clint Torres has a scrotum pole right underneath him, and
Yes,
it looks
I do.
almost underneath and hanging a little bit to the left. We have John.
Yes, we do.
So pass the mic over to John real quick.
All right.
We only have one mic, and we're going to try and there's 2 Johns. That's right.
We got 2 Johns, 2 Mike.
There's 2 Johns.
There's an H in my name. He sadly does not have one.
John number 1. We'll call that Eyeglass John.
Awesome.
Eyeglass John. What is your part in the band?
Well, I play bass and occasionally lead guitar solos.
You throw in a couple guitar solos.
Yes.
You have a double neck?
I sure want to get one. I know how to play that way too, but no, I haven't done that
You're
yet.
definitely not a lead singer because you don't know how to talk into the mic.
No. Oh shit. Sorry. My bad. Okay. There we go.
There we go. There, you can just hold it right there. And the best thing is when you move your head, move the mic with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I guess I would be a terrible gay guy. I just couldn't. Anyhow.
Well, I know somebody. I can give you a phone number.
No, it's
we'll
okay.
talk about that after the show. So anyway, you play guitar and bass, and you don't have a double act. So what do? Do you swap between songs or?
Oh, basically no. This was just for the record. There was a couple of leads I put on there and stuff, but typically I'm just going to be a bass.
So live gigs, you're pretty much the bass player.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And Clint, you do the solos.
I do the solos that's half as good as he usually does.
No, they're at least 70% as good. I don't know what he's talking about.
We're trying to make a record that blows people's minds.
Yeah, we're taking.
Well, you know what?
turns
You
one,
gave me
It's a mastered mix.
This
We're
is
done
mastered
with-
mix?
Yeah, that's done.
Dude, this is awesome. So this is going to be released soon.
We're gonna release an LP of 9 songs. It's gonna be titled "Dream Girl" for the Wasteways CD coming out here pretty soon.
Okay.
It's going to be released on New Sob Records, and it's going to be an LP, our first LP of the Wasteways.
All right, rad. Well, let's listen to a first track, which is basically the title of the band.
What's really ironic about the song, this is actually the first song that we ever wrote in the band.
We named the band after the song because we couldn't think of a name.
All right, well, let's listen to some of this right now and talk about it a little bit. I could definitely feel the punk vibe there. I like it.
It's got a little bit of Iggy Pop in that.
So who's vocals?
That's me.
Sam.
Yeah.
We'll get to you in a minute.
Sounds good.
It's not about walking down the line with the other streets to me. We got problems, we both got them. Come along with me, you'll see. Well, waste away with me. She said, waste away. She said, waste away. She said, waste away with me.
That's awesome. I like it. That's got a really good vibe. And look behind your shoulders, and now to your right. We finally got Tyler.
That's right. That's right. I'm glad you guys made it out here.
Yes, thank you.
And I have to say, you've gone against probably everything that bass players usually do, and you've shown up early.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. Like this is the only overachiever bass player I've ever met in my entire life.
I have Asperger's. I'm a little different. I'm a lot different, I guess.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you on the Asperger's. I mean, but
Asperger's don't sound very delicious.
no, it just does not. I
No.
really
They don't.
You didn't bring those for lunch, did you?
No.
No, but I ate them. Can you tell here?
Oh God! That
No,
breath
there's
is
cheese.
horrid.
There's cheese in that Asperger.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
Alrighty, so we've already gone through the formalities.
I was going to ask, what did I miss?
You missed everything. We're done. Actually,
we done?
were about-
Okay,
I was about
cool.
to hit
That's a
stop
wrap.
and-
Let's
and
go
that's it.
home.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, it was insane. He had to turn around for a little bit. It was pretty bad. All right, so we just listened to the first track of their new song, and you heard it as you were coming up. Waste Away.
Sounded boss.
It's a heavy punk mix with you were saying it has a lot of Iggy Pop feel to it. Clint was saying
It did. There was a little Stooges in there. I think, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you had a nice mix of punk rock. Yeah. Speaking of Three Stooges, we've already gone through two of them. Yeah. Let's pass the mic over to Sam, the lead singer.
Hello.
Hello. So Sam,
Yes.
you are the lead singer. Are you the leader of the band?
The Wastaways is a different band. We pretty much were all the leaders. It's an equality. It's pretty much the Wastaways are like a family.
Egalitarian.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
That works.
so it's there's no real leader. It's like everybody can come up with whatever ideas they have lyrically, because I write the lyrics for the band, but Clint had this song that we just fell in love with, and we're just
Is
like,
that
all
on
right.
is that on the demo?
That's on there as well.
Which one? Which track is that?
That's Remember.
Remember? That's
Yeah.
this
Number
one?
2.
Yeah.
Number 2.
And so I'm not the leader. I'm just in the slot as the lead vocalist for the band.
Nice. Yeah. Well, let's listen to a little Remember.
Clint actually sings on this.
As we both know, I'm not a singer.
Yeah. You're not. I am though.
Well, he tries. If you've heard the opening intro to our song, you'll know the extent of his range.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a songwriter, but I wish I could sing my own songs I write. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yeah.
they let me do this, which was really cool. But I think that's the last time I'm actually going to sing on a song.
Hey, you know what? At
Right.
least you got to sing something that was important to you, and then it's added onto the record, so that's even
Sure.
better. Are these songs going to be available on iTunes soon?
Oh yes,
Then
definitely.
as soon as we get the link, we'll post it on our webpage and make sure we blast that out with this. And what's great about this though is with all the information that we have, we're probably going to have to continue this anyway and release another episode next week with you guys in it. So
Double release.
a double release. So stick around for that for another week so you can hear the rest of the conversation.
And you can check out the Wastaways on Facebook. Just
Yeah.
search the Wastaways.
And we're their neighbors, as a matter of fact. I
We're
think-
right next door at the Dusty Futon. Just search us.
And DustyFuton.com.
That's right. You can submit some stuff. In fact, if you're a musician listening in and you want to come sit on the Dusty Futon with us, hit us up.
Submit at dustyfuton.com.
Pleasure to meet ya. We're happy to see ya. In the Dusty Futon.
It's about musicians.
No, it's about musicians,
For musicians
and we're
by
talking. We're
musicians.
talking to the drummer of the Wastaways. And
Yes, you
all right, so how did you get hooked up with them? Because they look like they've been buddies for like 25 years. And you look like
I've been playing with them for 25 years. I was
Wow.
in
Really?
high school. John is the outsider. He's
This-
the new
the
guy.
other John.
He's the third bass player in the Wastaways.
we mentioned that earlier. Tyler brought that up. That's the most
now
common
I
thing.
know why it's so hard to find bass players in San Diego, because you guys have every single fucking one of them.
That's it.
Jesus.
We run through him.
Share the wealth.
He definitely brings a different dynamic to the band, though.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So what kind of dynamic would you say? Like what does he add that makes you stand out more?
He makes them drive more, gives it like more of a feel to the song. Some of the songs I never wanted to play again. We're playing and building on them.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. So now that Tyler's here, how long have you known these guys, Tyler?
Oh God! I've known John the longest. We actually used to play. He was in a brother band of ours. He used to play with Mercury Legion, signed to Malt Soda Recordings, and of course with one of our old drummers, Kurt Buskey, aka PB the Sailor.
Yeah.
And we played alongside each other pretty much every show, it seemed like. And it sucked for Kurt because he would be doing back-to-back sets. Or sometimes Mercury would open and GFI would close, and he'd be so beat by the time he'd show up. I mean, literally, halfway through the set, he would start vomiting because he was so tired.
Oh, wow.
And it became a thing. People started expecting him to do it.
Yeah, I would be disappointed. You know, usually people like set shit on fire. No, it's like, Kurt, either vomit or we're going to set you on fire.
Thanks for the help, Clint.
Yeah.
You got to have the visual. You've got
gotta hear the
John
punchline.
here. John's holding the microphone in his hand, and as he's talking, he's waving it around like it's a loose hot dog. It's like, I don't know how to eat this thing. He's like Kim Kardashian with a hamburger. It just doesn't work. Doesn't know how to eat it.
You got to relax the throat. You know?
Little pop culture plug there. Well, that's awesome. So through John, you got to meet the rest of the guys.
Well, sort of. I just kind of jumped right into the mix. I joined GFI about 18 years into their existence, and they already had a pretty good relationship with John. But I was really impressed with his licks. Now, John, I don't know if you guys have talked about this already. He started out as a guitar player, right? You're mostly like Randy Rhoads influence.
Yngwie, Eddie,
Yngwie, yes. Oh my God,
Savage,
God
something
bless
like
Yngwie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he can do it all. He does all those licks, sweeping arpeggios and everything. But what he did was he took all of that knowledge and took it to the bass, and I mean, does it exactly the same, except you're about 3 octaves lower, and it's badass. In fact, Mercury Legion had a song. Was that "We Need More Beer"? Yeah, and he does an awesome bass solo. You should look at it. And is that on YouTube or is that on Mercury Legion website or
I
anything?
don't know. I think I need to.
It's
we're
the
actually,
internet.
We're going to cover it. We're actually going to cover it.
oh, you're going to cover it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what's cool is on one of these tracks that we have now, he does a cool bass solo on a track called "Time."
Oh,
on
let's
the
give that a
Wasteways.
little gander.
So
It's a
you
nice
gotta hear
short
that.
song. So
Yeah,
let's
it's
get
very
that-
short.
Let's get that going.
Yeah, this is the long version of the song too.
Time keeps moving on and on and on and on and on. Time will change you, bend or break you. Time keeps moving on.
Well,
Stop hitting me, Tyler. This ain't a mosh pit. All right. Dude, that's badass. That's hardcore.
and when I started playing bass, what was interesting was I didn't know how to play bass. I met Kurt because he was a social work intern. We're both clinical social workers. I met him when we were working at a crisis house. He asked me if I could play bass. I couldn't, and I learned how to play bass in 4 days, just guitar style, whatever. But he got me into this one band called Rich Kids on LSD, RKL.
Yeah.
And their bass player, it was this guy named Bomber, and then later Joe Raposo after the fact. And he kind of brought virtuosity to the bass instrument. And I realized punk, you can really be a lead player in punk rock. Bass is kind of it's a predominant instrument. So that was kind of my I don't know, my influence, I suppose.
It is
That's
the
cool.
backbone of music.
Yeah.
Bass? Oh,
Yeah.
no, the rhythm section is. When
Yeah.
you add bass and drums together, that's when you have the backbone of music and
Yeah.
backbone of rock.
Yeah, it's kind of like Geddy Lee with a mohawk kind of thing.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
One of my idols that you mentioned,
Yes.
Geddy Lee, is one of my idols.
Yeah, you see the 2112 on
Oh,
the leg
dude, I
there?
got 2112 in Roman numerals right here on my
I
arm.
don't think I didn't notice that, sir.
Rush Brothers.
And on top of that, I've got Alex Lifeston's. It's actually mine, but it's a Les
Wow.
Paul that Alex Lifeston plays.
Nice.
Yep. Oh
Nice.
yeah. Oh yeah. I got a Les Paul.
Actually, at my wedding, I got married 3 months ago.
Congrats, man.
We actually played a Rush song. Rush only has one love song. We played it at my wedding. What the hell was? Oh, In the End. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I know it sounds
Everything
like a
else
gay
is
euphemism.
sci-fi.
What kind of love are
Or
we
just-
talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Rain.
In the end, right? Exactly.
It's not the end; it's the beginning. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's all bookends of the continuum. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Such an awesome sentiment you have towards the love inspired by Rush. So, all right. So, other inspirations. You're obviously a Rush fan, so
Little bit, yeah.
that's all we need to know. So, Clint, let's
Hold on a second. I'm a huge AC/DC fan myself. I even play SG, and I just love the raw rock and roll bluesy type of. I don't use pedals. I don't use anything like that. I just
use
love
straight up amp.
just straight up ampage.
And you're a tube amp guy, aren't you?
Sure, definitely, definitely, without a doubt. I got a great setup right now. I got the VTF 120 Ampeg, which is all tube from my friend Dogel from Systematic Abuse.
Dogel.
Yeah,
we
and
have him on the
I got
show
this
one of these
great vintage Marshall 1960s cabinet from my friend John here. But I love that, just the raw rock and roll sound. It goes all the way back to blues and all that. You know what I mean? I just love that.
Oh yeah.
So
it's so simple.
That's my. I love the uncolored raw power of rock and roll, dude. That's what I love about this band. By the way, is we're not pigeonholed to one genre. Kind of are, but. We're a punk band, but if you listen to some of the songs, we got some country feel in there. We have Iggy Pop feel in there, and we got all sorts of. We have what do you call it? Rockabilly little feel in there. All that.
Kind of like with the Jimmy Buff. We're like Buffett core, kind of, sort of.
There you go. Yeah, I noticed that with even the first two songs, we heard "Waste Away" and then we heard "Time."
Yeah.
Those two songs, you can hear a big difference between the two, and
Sure.
we can preview a little bit of voices right now.
Well, Rust
and-
is the one that's more like the Clint was talking about, like more like the rockabilly. I don't know if it's that, but Voices is a good.
yeah. This
Yeah, Voices is like a country. Actually, it was
That's
originally called Country Twerking. That was the original name of the song. Like you can't help but twerk to this. I'm twerking right now.
You can twerk and skate and mosh and square dance all at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's really good. I mean, what you guys have found is like a common ground of all of punk rock. I mean, you notice that a lot of punk rockers are pretty purist, and they're either like they're only hardcore, or they're only rockabilly, or they only like this certain band. Well, you guys have seemed to kind of touch a little bit of everything. You're like the Neapolitan punk rock band.
Yeah. We go.
if you don't have the microphone, you cannot talk.
I know. Oh,
Stop.
talking stick.
That's the talking
Because I'm
stick.
a therapist. We use the talking sticks.
Oh, are you a therapist or in
No,
therapy?
no. I work at County Mental Health.
Should we do sock puppets?
No, I mean I really do. Anyway,
I do believe you.
no.
I think I've seen you a couple of times, actually.
Yes, I work in the emergency psych unit. But
That would be me, yeah.
On
I'm an
Rosecrans.
emergency
Anyway,
psych.
No, basically what had happened was kind of an accidental alchemy. I mean, these guys are already established as friends, brothers, musicians.
You still don't know how
and
to
I
use a
still
mic.
don't know how to use a mic.
Plays the bass.
Sorry. When I joined, I just said I want to audition, blah blah blah. But it just kind of accidentally worked out. And we have so many different influences, things we like, things we dig that are completely unrelated to each other that it just kind of accidentally worked out. And I don't know.
Yeah, when we first pretty much started the Wasteways, we just didn't have like an idea of we didn't want to have like we're just going to stick to this genre, we're just going to stick to this, because all of us had different styles and stuff. We're just like, you know what, we're just going to whatever comes out. And so that's how the songs are built. We don't go in and say, okay, let's write a fast song, let's write a hardcore song or a mellow song or whatever.
You just don't have a formula. You have an open mindset with your music.
Exactly. I think the formula that we have is we just come together and we're just like, let's just see what we can do.
Everything seems to be really a brotherhood, a family effort. Even in the studio, the wives even got to sing on some tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're the Waste Wives. So it's like, I mean, it's we have the Waste Wives, which is us, and then the Waste Wives, they do backing vocals on some of the songs.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's like I said, it's the thing for music for me, and I'm pretty sure with my three brothers here, is that it's family, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's just having fun, doing something that we love together, and it's just like I said, a brotherhood.
It really is.
Well,
I
that's
agree with
awesome. That's absolutely incredible.
What's
I-
crazy too is you guys don't know this. Actually, all three of us, without John, and we love John very much, but we're in another band called Inciting Riots, and our friend Lenny actually sings.
He's got a voice like
we're
an
like
angel,
we're like
too.
a bunch of musician whores over here. When some of us are too busy, we're like, we got to keep playing.
Do you have any
You
gigs
know.
coming up anytime soon?
Oh, I mean, the next gig we have that I know of is September 19th. It's at the Bancroft. It's our friend Bill Dyke's birthday party. That's the next gig that we have next.
So September 20th,
19th.
19th.
It's September 19th.
So September
Yes.
19th.
Yeah, at the
And
Bancroft.
where
Yeah.
are they gonna? Where can people find more information about your band?
Well, we have a Facebook page.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we can.
So they just go onto Facebook and they search The Wastaways, and
Yes.
they'll find you guys right away.
Yeah, and then we also have a website. Well, we actually, but it's not set up. So I don't. We have the name
Yeah.
and I guess the hosting, but we've never done anything.
So by
with
September 19th, will it be up?
it. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So
As I'm crossing my fingers,
So what is the website then? What's the URL?
thewastaways.com.
TheWastaways.com. That's
Right.
awesome.
Yep. So next time you're on the interweb, go to thewastaways.com, see if it's up, and they'll have, I'm sure, contact information to guys for you guys.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
if they want to book you guys for any reason,
Yeah.
like weddings, bar mitzvahs, and things like that, they'll have you out.
And you can always get linked once we get the links for the iTunes. We'll put those up on our website, and we'll put them up in our podcast as well. So you guys have a link to listen to the music and purchase it if they like it as well.
Yes, we're also on the interweb at dustyfuton.com, and I think we're neighbors on Facebook.
We are neighbors on Facebook. We're right next door. We're the Dusty Futon. You can just come on over and have a seat. And speaking of other musicians out there, if you want to come over and have a seat on our Dusty Futon, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been comfortable for you guys?
Oh yeah.
No, thank you guys for coming out. Seriously.
Yeah, we
wanna
just
sleep
come in.
on a
We just
Futon.
come and have a great time. Yeah, see, but I wouldn't sleep on that if I were you. Tyler had a couple drinks earlier. But yeah, you could just submit at dustyfuton.com, email us, and we get you on here and get some information about your band and share the wealth.
Yeah, so keep your eyes and your ears open for the Wastaways. They're going to be in a neighborhood near you, rocking your heads off. And you guys got the new album that's going to be coming soon. Do we have a date for that yet?
We don't have a date yet, but it is coming out soon, and maybe we can come back and show you guys and get you guys some solid, concrete stuff about the Wastaways.
We'll have a little listening sesh.
I like the idea of that.